Oh, welcome to Moment of Truth Sports episode 5. I am your host, MJ Nelson.
I'm King Zulu.
Welcome. We back with another one. Yeah, we back on camera now.
Yeah, my fault. I've been gone, absent, doing some other shit, but we back at it. We'll get it done.
That's right.
So on tap for tonight, we're talking about holdouts for the NFL. We finally get some NFL in.
I'm telling you, bro.
I feel like
it's been hella.
It's been like a year, especially for Saints fans. Who that nation? It's been a long time, but we back. We back.
It still don't get old. Like, it still burns. Like, seeing it, replaying that moment in my head.
It burns, and it just burns.
And
so
knowing how they went down bad in the Super Bowl, just what was it?
Right.
Three
funky ass points. Come on, man.
Me and you could have went out there as a collective and scored that. You feel me?
With my eyes closed.
I'm telling you, bro. It was just all bad. But anyway, that's not what's on the docket for today.
Of course not. We talking about contract holdouts.
Yes, sir.
NFL's got a few contract holdouts. We also are going to rank our top 5 quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Those gunslingers this year to look out for.
That's right.
And then,
current.
Yes, current. Because back in the day, it's a whole list.
There's too many
of all-time greats. But we talking about right nowish.
Right now.
Nowish.
All right, let's get into it.
Let's go. So contract talks, where we got, again, going back to the Who Dat Nation. Michael Thomas, our star wide receiver. At the end, he's in his 3rd year. He's in the last year of his contract. He's expected to make about $1.5 million this year. But he's holding out for that bag. I mean, he deserves it. I mean,
Definitely.
300 catches last year, and I mean the most catches for any receiver in their first 3 years.
Yeah, that's
crazy. I mean, he definitely deserves some money. I don't know if you think top dollar, highest paid receiver. What do you think?
Now, I'm subjective to this one because, every year when you get to like contract negotiations, it's always a person that gets top dollar.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So it kind of feel like the best player at that position during that time get the most money. Because right now, I think Russell Wilson is the highest paid quarterback right now.
Highest paid quarterback right now is Russell Wilson.
And then who was the highest paid wideout? Is it Odell?
Right now,
or is it AB?
I want to say it's AB, but it could be Julio. Julio is waiting on a contract as well.
I think it might be Odell. It's either Odell or AB.
Yeah, and it could be Odell because he did just get that fat ass contract last year.
He did off the Giants,
and they shipped him to Cleveland.
Yeah, so it's one of the two.
But when you look at all of those receivers, though, Michael Thomas has outshined all of them last year. Within the past 2 years, too.
Well, definitely, but I do feel like he deserves that top dollar money due to the fact that for the longest he was the only wideout in New Orleans because everybody else was hurt.
That's true. Everybody. You had Ted Ginn was hurt for majority of the season,
right?
I mean, you had
Keith Kirkwood.
Kirkwood just came. I mean, that was a practice squad receiver.
Dez Bryant got hurt in practice.
Right. You had a couple of rookies that was in. So now they've got a few weapons and got them some help.
Definitely.
Jared Cook at the tight end.
That was a great addition. So.
I think I'm very hopeful and I'm very faithful in the New Orleans organization that they will get him paid at least, if not highest paid, close to it.
Definitely. Like, especially since they let our boy Mark Ingram walk.
Over $5.
Over, I think that, what was it, $500,000?
$5 in a bucket of Popeyes.
I'm telling you, man. They could have paid him.
That's
but
a damn shame. We'll be
if you saving money like that and you see what it kind of did to the culture of the locker room, know you want that guy, Michael Thomas, in your locker room.
Oh, for sure.
He's reliable. I mean, he gonna go get it. I think, like, to me, he's on par to have hands like Larry Fitzgerald, and that says a lot.
Yeah.
Only
thing he's just a little slower, but I mean, when you got a big body receiver like that, that will catch the ball, that will go get it, it's still a secret weapon. It's still a good weapon.
With him being slower, he's still a great route runner, and you don't need to be fast to be a great wideout. Like Larry Fitzgerald is not the fastest, but he gonna catch it like he is. And then like AB, he's small, but he's super speedy. But the thing that makes him more dangerous is that he's gonna catch it. Ted Ginn is super fast. He's mediocre at route running, but he can't catch.
Yeah, and he's older too. I mean,
yeah, he is older.
He's in what, year 15 now, so
yeah.
Hopefully, like I said, but Michael Thomas,
definitely.
If you're watching, hopefully you watch at some point. Maybe you can go back to this episode. Definitely, I'm rooting for you, big dog.
Definitely, man. You deserve it. You deserve it. No hard feelings. If you choose your bag, we understand. That's Saints fans.
We get it. But come back.
Please.
We need this ring.
Please.
We need it.
Please.
What about your boy Zeke?
Man, see, this is a tough one. I do understand that he is in trouble. Often.
Every year.
Often.
Every year he's doing something stupid.
But.
Parking tickets.
But.
Fucking with hoes.
Hey, come on now. He a single man.
It don't matter, man.
Let him be out here like that.
You are supposed to conduct yourself off the field. Huh?
Do we got a girlfriend?
He might.
Shit, never mind. I retract that statement. Black men don't cheat.
They don't.
But
Ezekiel Elliott do.
No, I don't think you do.
He in Vegas beating up security guards and shit. You can't do that, Zeke.
That's what you need to hire security. You know, hire you some good security guards and keep your hands off that.
Keep your hands clean, man.
You're supposed to stay healthy because you are the guy in Dallas. Like let's talk about Dallas for a minute.
Okay.
When you think about Dallas, like I'm not a Dallas fan either.
I hate them.
But when you think about it, that's their meal ticket right there.
That's it.
Because what he's doing on the field, when he's on the field, he was the greatest at catching out the backfield at first. Now got hands.
Yeah.
So
progression.
He's progressing in the right direction.
Yeah.
What you would want out of your running back, and then he gonna get you some yards. He's gonna break them tackles for you.
Oh yeah.
So you definitely want that in your backfield, and that's not one you can replace.
And he's very smart. Very smart runner.
Definitely.
And he'll go get it. 4th and 1, 4th and inches. You go into that every time.
Definitely.
And Dallas has got some other weapons this year. I mean, they got Jason Witten back. I mean, they got but he's one of the best tight ends that ever came out of it.
He is, but
one
still,
of the best tight ends ever. Horrible announcer.
But I'm saying, to me, that's equivalent. It's a nostalgic feel because it's equivalent to when Antonio Gates went back to the Chargers.
Yeah.
You know, he wasn't the most productive, but he's a great locker room guy, so I get it.
Locker room guy, he got the veteran presence.
Yeah.
That'll definitely help out
people
like Dak.
It will. He'll have a security blanket for those short routes. But then also, you still want to give Amari Cooper help. Like, there's no point of signing Amari Cooper if you're going to lose your running back because you ain't got nobody behind him.
That's true.
So what you gonna rely on Dak to pass the ball? And I'm sorry, but Dak is not a 50 attempts per game guy.
He's nowhere near accurate as he should be on that level of being on the team, being a leader of the team. He needs to be a little bit more accurate.
Yeah,
that's why I was saying Jason Witten will probably be a better threat or a better secret weapon this year because now you got a tight end that knows what he's doing and he fits in that culture and can help Dak out. But he's got to get his accuracy better. I
agree, but I also think that Dak has also made great stride as a quarterback. I mean, he's better than that season where he took the job from Tony Romo. So he's way better. He showed a lot of grit in the playoffs last year. So that's a great turnaround for you. You know, he's hungry, but it's not gonna help if you lose your workhorse. You lost your guy. That's who they rally behind Dak. But the person that's gonna put them over the top and the person that's gonna make them go, is Zeke.
That's true.
So
if you were Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones, you paying him top dollar right now. You're not waiting on no kind of holdout.
But you got to think about the culture of Dallas. He's high risk, high reward all the time. You can see the signings that he's done. Like, what's his name? I can't think of his name. He played for the Panthers. I'm losing his name. But he's normally signing troubled players.
Oh.
So I cannot think of his name. He does MMA now, but his name slipped my mind right now. But you know, he signs players like that, and incorporates them in the organization in hopes that they turn it around. Like, he's still waiting on Randy Gregory to pan out.
Right.
So, you know,
well, I mean, pure talent like that. And I think Jerry Jones might surprise us all and go ahead and go and pay him right before the season started. I don't think Zeke will show up at training camp, but
he shouldn't. Why would you risk getting hurt if you ain't getting the money?
That's true.
Like Le'Veon did it. Like he ended up with
a whole year.
Yeah, he ended up with the Jets. Got his money though.
Yeah.
And who knows, the Jets may be good.
Work. Yeah. I'm curious to see how it's gonna work. So Zeke, hold out for your money, man.
Definitely. Get your money.
Get your money.
Never hold out if you ain't making top dollar. If you ain't got the contract yet, if you haven't made the money yet, don't hold out, because as a running back, it's not promised. The only spot that is guaranteed that you're gonna get that money is the quarterback. Other than that,
you got that on. If you're a gunslinger, you're gonna get your money.
Definitely. So never sacrifice your money for anything when you're trying to get that first contract.
Real talk.
So,
speaking of quarterbacks and the highest paid people on the planet, I guess.
Yes, sir. Besides basketball and baseball players.
Yeah, they make money.
They make big money.
What I would do to be a fucking reserve player on like the Grizzlies,
man,
make my $1 million not doing a damn thing all year.
Man, I'd rather play baseball, bro. You see these contracts they throwing up, man.
That's long term too. They throwing out 7, 8, 9 year deals.
10-year deals. Like, was it Bryce Harper?
Yeah, he got
240
something $million, close to that, 220 something $million.
Something crazy.
To swing a bat.
Who else was it?
They got money though.
I forgot somebody else got paid this off season, but insane amounts of money.
That's retarded amount of money.
But anywho, top 5 quarterbacks.
Who you got?
And so how we doing this? We doing like just
here we go.
We doing it as who we think is gonna have a better season this year, or are we doing it as
what I would rank 5 being your worst, first being your best. Who you think is gonna have the better season this year?
Okay.
Based on talent, based on what they might have did last year, based on what the team or whatever looking like this year.
Okay. Bet. So number 5. This may shock people. I'm going Tom Brady at number 5.
At number 5?
At number 5, I'm going Tom Brady. Because we said based upon who would have the best season, who's poised for the best season. Now, he did lose some players. I know Julian Edelman's still there, and then Gronk retired. So the receiving core is looking a little weak to me, but I feel like
can fit in that system though.
They can.
They can make players out of that thing.
They definitely can. I feel like they will get creative, but I feel like the other people I'm gonna name they have better weapons, and I feel like that's gonna equate. Like Tom Brady will definitely have the wins, but I feel like the other 4 have better weapons that puts them in a better position to have the numbers to go with their wins.
Okay.
So who's your number 5?
My number 5 this year, and he's gonna make a hell of a comeback this year. Last year, it was kind of a fluke thing, and he and still with the injury, he did his thing. Number 5 for me is Aaron Rodgers of the Green Bay Packers.
Okay, I like that pick.
And I love Aaron Rodgers as a quarterback because he's clutch. I mean, just a very stoic demeanor when it's game time. He's ready to go. Yeah, and he's a pretty decent leader. He's had a few locker room issues, but that was mainly for the coach or whatever.
It is what it is.
But got a new coach, got a different culture, a breath of fresh air off the injury. I think he's ready to make a little bit of a run this year.
Okay. All right, ready for number 4?
Number 4.
Number 4. I'm going Phillip Rivers.
Ooh.
So
at number 4.
At number 4.
Wow.
I'm feeling that he's a great leader. I feel like unlike Brady, he has everything. This year, no excuse. I expect the LA Chargers to, if not get to the Super Bowl, they need to at least make it to the conference finals.
Yeah, just like they did last year. I really thought last year they were going to make it all the way at that one point.
Yeah. They should.
That New England game was kind of rocky.
Mm-hmm.
It was in Foxborough, so I mean they had that going against them, but I mean, and they've got a relatively younger team in regards to everybody else.
Yeah.
Besides, the Chiefs in the West, in the AFC West. So, yeah, Phillip Rivers really surprised me last year, and I'm looking forward to seeing him this year.
Yeah. And then you got Mike Williams. He should be healthy. Yeah. Then you got Keenan Allen, who's gonna be healthy. And they some dogs, man. They got that route running down. Henry Hunter coming back off injury. It should be a great season for them. So who's your number 4?
My number 4 is Russell Wilson.
Okay, I like that pick.
Russell Wilson is just a spark plug that most teams need and most other teams won't expect.
Mm-hmm.
They know he can throw the ball. They know he can make things happen out of nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But he can it's something about Russell Wilson. He can just turn it on when he needs to. And I think even when losing Doug Baldwin, I think he might be able to make some things happen this year.
That's a tough loss, though, man.
It is a tough loss. That is your number 1 receiver.
That was his guy.
But like I said, I mean, Russ can make some things happen.
Yeah, I've seen it, man. I've seen it. Okay.
Yeah, definitely. That Dallas game was close.
Yeah.
Seattle-Dallas game was really close. And I was like, man, Seattle pulled this off. They can probably do some big things.
Yeah.
I was a little afraid of them coming to New Orleans if they had to, but you know what was going to happen there. So
they're going to get that ass spanked. Okay. Now this is where it gets difficult. You ready for number 3? Number 3. Okay, number 3. This is tough. Mm-hmm. All right, because numbers 1 through 3.
That's hard.
They can jockey right. They can jockey for position right here.
Better rank them right.
So number 3. This may shock you. I'm going Matty Ice.
Oh, come on.
Matty Ice. I'm going Matt Ryan. Yeah, I'm going Matt Ryan. I'm going Matt Ryan. So I feel like they have the great receiving core.
Oh no.
Great receiving core. So like I said for Phillip Rivers, no excuses because he has Julio. He got Mohamed Sanu. Yes. Everybody is back. I don't want to hear any excuses. I don't want to see none of that BS. I expect him to return back to Super Bowl form next year. No excuses. No excuses. He got everything he needed.
It's gonna be close.
And they drafted didn't they draft another one? I forgot who they drafted. But it's
another receiver?
Yeah, I think they did.
Yeah, and they still got Calvin Ridley too.
Calvin Ridley, that's what I was thinking about as well.
He had a really good rookie season.
Yeah.
He as a division rival for us it's really scary. That's probably the only competition we have in the division.
Definitely.
This year. And as always, for the past couple of years, it's been like that between them and Carolina, but Carolina's kind of iffy. We know we can beat them, but
yeah, definitely.
If Atlanta stay healthy,
if they stay healthy, I can expect it. It's tough going with division rivals, but
for sure.
But you got to respect what they've done and what they capable of doing, and the fact that he made it to the Super Bowl and he puts up the numbers.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
So
besides
missing the playoffs, I expect them to get back to where he was.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's definitely
Matt Ryan. I haven't heard that name in 3 years. Anyway,
I'm telling you.
Number 3. You ready for my number 3?
Number 3, let's get it.
Number 3. My boy Drew Brees.
Oh, number 3 for you?
Brees' Jesus is gonna come back on the road this year. I mean, just a lot of people say he's declining. Yes, I mean he's 40. He's gonna be 41 next year. So. That's to be expected, and as much as he fights, as much as he competes, is that just goes to say how much of a competitor he is. He's going to decline. Anybody decline in the last stages of their career, but the leadership and the team, the nucleus he has around him. I mean, like I said, he's still got really good guys around him like Kamara. He got Taysom Hill, Teddy Bridgewater to pretty much bring up. He's got a new weapon in Jared Cook. And then paired up with the head coach he's been paired up with for 15, 16 years now, Sean Payton. And that high-powered offense, I think it's another 13-win season for us. It could be. And I think a definite Super Bowl run for us.
Okay. I like that.
And an MVP season. You got to get one before you go.
I like that. I like that. You ready for number 2?
Not really, because your list is just killing me.
Number 2.
Please don't say Dak Prescott.
Number 2. Johnny Manziel. No.
Don't say man cut.
Number 2. I actually got Drew Brees at number 2.
Oh, okay.
So,
makes sense.
I do expect a decline, but I feel like he has more weapons that this year than he had last year. All the receivers are returned healthy. He does have Kamara out the backfield. You got a bigger power runner in Latavius Murray, and the playbook should be opened up now. We should be back in our Jimmy Graham bag with Jared Cook.
Yeah, we talking about 06 Saints now.
Yeah, so now you don't have the pressure to throw deep because you got somebody that can run routes. You got 2 guys that can just kill you on routes. You got Ted Ginn out there that you can take the top off if you need to. Yeah. So I expect him to have the numbers, and with the addition of a bigger running back that can, he may not have I don't want to say he doesn't have as much heart, but he may not be as much of the heart and soul as Mark Ingram was. But he's good on short yardage situations. So I think Latavius would be good in that aspect. And then you got Alvin Kamara coming off the backfield, catching everything.
Right.
So
that's just, he's a Swiss Army knife when it comes to just that offense. You can put him in the slot, and you can put him all the way out. Yeah. You can put him, you just put him anywhere.
You can put him anywhere. Then also, if you can you running a wildcat and you have another large person next to Taysom Hill. So he can serve the purpose as like a fullback to block for Alvin Kamara.
For sure.
So it'll be good, fun to see, and I feel like with the new pieces around him and the revived playbook, he should be poised for a good year. This will be the last one, so I expect him to go all out.
Very, very excited for it.
Definitely.
Y'all just don't know.
No bias.
So all bias.
No
Y'all
bias.
know who I am. Who that nation. What am I? My number 2?
Number 2, yeah, go ahead.
Oh. So my number 2, the self-proclaimed GOAT, y'all call him the GOAT, Tom Brady.
Nah.
And Tom Brady, come on, we know why. Tom Brady's just one of the greatest of all time. Mm-hmm. I feel like, and then like I said before, he can really take any team and make it work for him. And Belichick, kind of the same thing with Breeze and Peyton. Yeah. They can pretty much make a team with their playbook, with their minds, into a great playoff contending, even Super Bowl contending team. And what he's done over the years, and again, he's 40 plus, but not really showing any decline. And that's why I put him a little bit above Breeze.
Definitely not. It's the quick release. It's that quick release.
So yeah, that's my number 2, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do in another year. Hopefully he's gonna go to the Super Bowl. So
yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
We will see. It's gonna
be. Yeah, it's very, very difficult to rank these quarterbacks.
It's tough,
but
especially when you get the top 3, like you said.
Yeah, it's difficult. The top 5
in 3rd.
Hey, Matt Ryan won MVP that year over Tom Brady, didn't he?
Yeah. Well.
All right then. So it's possible. All right. So number 1, I'm 99.9%. We got the same person.
We probably do.
We got the same person. Jared Goff. No, I'm just playing. Blake Bortles is definitely the number 1. But no, seriously, it's Patrick Mahomes for me. I do expect him to have some form of a decline for the sophomore wall. Everybody hits it. But come on now, when you got 50, it's 50, bro.
That's insane.
That's 50 touchdowns. Like, that is, the standards may be set high, but bro, it's 50. Like, all right, if you get 40 and 4,000, you still had a hell of a season.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I definitely expect him to be number 1. He's young. He's only in his 3rd year, 2nd year starting. Actually, really his 2nd year really playing. So he's emerging as a leader. He's in an Andy Reid system. It's built for him. He's gonna have an amazing season.
Yeah, you can just see how much fun he has on the field, and just how much he just absorbs everything that comes to him. You can tell he loves the game. You can tell he loves his teammates, his coaches, and he just makes the best out of it, and it turns out to be like an immaculate performance every time.
Definitely, especially, and then
really
like that postseason, not postseason, but the playoffs when they lost to the Patriots, that comeback in the second half,
which was another bullshit game.
Yeah, well, subjective, but when the comeback to even get into, because it went to OT, right? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, so it did go to OT. So just the comeback from only scoring like 3 points in the first half, man,
epic.
Hell of a player, hell of a leader. He's gonna be great for a long time to come.
Yeah, and my number one is the same, Pat Mahomes.
You can't argue any differently.
And I don't think he's gonna have that much of a decline. If anything, he'll probably go 48 touchdowns.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, it's
now
just,
no Kareem Hunt. So,
right. He's lost Kareem Hunt, so he lost that threat in the backfield. But again, he can make anything happen. I mean, just sidearm throws and just the width to go out of the pocket, and I mean, it's just. And then he, like I said, he absorbs everything from his coaches. After every drive, he's on the sideline with Andy Reid, going through the playbook, going through the previous drive, and just absorbing everything. He's only going to get better from here.
Definitely.
Like 23, 24 years old.
That's what I'm saying. Young, man. Dude is coachable.
Very coachable.
Won his MVP as his first year as a starter, man.
That's legendary.
Legendary,
so
dude.
I expect nothing but big things from the Chiefs.
Definitely got to enjoy
my
it.
Super Bowl pick from the AFC. Mark my words.
Mine's is I expect to see the Super Bowl that we wanted to see last year. So I got 2 picks for Super Bowl. We can do that real quick. So I got 2. So the Saints are in both because I feel like it'll be a hunger from getting robbed.
Oh, of
so
course.
as long as they stay healthy, I don't see a scenario where they shouldn't make it. Everybody's back on defense. You only lost Mark Ingram and you replaced him with a bigger version of himself.
Right.
So I see it. But so I have not Drew Brees, but the Saints versus the Chargers. Mm-hmm. So I see that one. I also see, as much as we hate to say this one, I see a Saints-Pats.
Yeah.
Saints-Pats. The Breeze versus Brady.
That would be a better Super Bowl to see with the Patriots in it than Patriots and anybody else, to me.
I agree. For sure. Unless the Eagles somehow go crazy.
Yeah, the Eagles. I don't have too much faith in Carson Wentz.
If he stays healthy, he's pretty good. I just don't know what he's like in the playoffs.
We don't. Yeah, that's something we don't know yet. I mean, regular season Carson Wentz, he's okay, but we'll see. And it's hard to come back from a leg injury like that too. I mean,
definitely.
We'll see. I guess we'll see in the first few games what he can do.
Now we'll see probably about by week 6. As some teams normally hit their stride, because you gotta like get off the rust, because they don't play in the preseason when you're valuable. You
might get 1 or 2 downs, maybe
barely. You're gonna get out there and take a knee on the first down. Right. They BSing out there. So
for sure,
that's something we'll see. But that's all we got.
That's all we got for this week.
All right, it's been another episode of Moment of Truth Sports. Peace.